Cardano is about to moonshot. Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about why an investment in Cardano might make you a millionaire over the course of the next 12 to 18 months. I'm going to break down all of the reasons why I am buying thousands and thousands and thousands of Cardano every single week right now, and why you should be considering that too. Of all cryptocurrencies in the top 50, I believe that Cardano, despite being in the top 15, may still be one of the most undervalued cryptocurrencies in the entire game, which means that it has some of the biggest gains that we can expect over the course of the next 12 to 18 months during this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency bull market. Today, I'm going to explain why Cardano may rally to at least $10 in the coming bull market. So without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Today's video is brought to you by me. If you guys didn't know, I do financial coaching, and I love to sit down with all of you and talk about how to grow your net worth, get out of debt, get control of your money, build generational wealth, leave money to your kids, save for retirement, and what is most relevant to you, build a cryptocurrency investment strategy where you know how to deploy, what to deploy in, and when to take profits, how much money to set aside for taxes, and how to make sure that you are ready to succeed in the coming bull market. I love sitting down with our clients every day and talking about your cryptocurrency portfolios or about your budget, whatever it may be that you want to talk about. I cover everything when it comes to personal finance and cryptocurrency investment. I would love to sit down for an hour with you and have a one-on-one call where we talk about exactly how we can make you the most money in the cryptocurrency space and what we should do with it in the coming 12 to 18 months. If you're interested in sitting down and doing one-on-one financial coaching with me, then make sure to check the links in the description box down below. I look forward to meeting with you guys. Let's set the stage. It's my birthday, 2021, and Cardano's Alonzo hard fork has just come into play, allowing for the development of decentralized applications through the release of smart contracts. The reason that Alonzo was so important was twofold. Number one, it was the birth of smart contract functionality on Cardano, which Cardano is designed to be a layer 1 ecosystem, so that's kind of a big deal. But it's also significant because of the timing. You see, August 23rd shows up on Cardano's chart right here. This vertical line right here represents August 23rd of 2021. Notice anything about that date? Yeah, that was the all-time high on Cardano. What that means is that the entire bull market of Cardano, where we rallied from 2 cents to $3.13, yes, that really happened, occurred at the top. In other words, Cardano rallied to $3.13 without a layer 2 ecosystem. People like to dunk on Cardano because of its $500 million TVL. We're going to talk about that in a second, but let's be perfectly clear. Cardano rallied to a $90 billion market capitalization without smart contracts or DeFi. What does this have to do with right now? This is not a history lesson. I'm trying to apply this so that you'll understand where we're going to go. The first application of this is because we're in a much bigger bull market now than we were in 2020 and 2021, it only stands to reason that Cardano would rally all the way to $90 billion once again. If Cardano were to do that, that would be a 3x from the $27 billion market capitalization that we are currently sitting at. But wait, that's not all. Really amazing. Cardano's TVL has been absolutely exploding since the genesis of this space in the beginning of 2022, which was, again, just a couple of months after Alonzo went live in August of 2021. We went to a high of $300 million in TVL almost immediately after the DeFi space launched, and of course, we went through the bear market down to $40 million. Ever since October of last year, TVL on Cardano has rallied from $165 million all the way up to $500 million. And take a note at the 3 largest projects down here by TVL: Indigo, MinSwap, and Liquid. All 3 of those projects are tiny. They're good, but they're puny. Indigo is ranked number 963 on CoinMarketCap and sits at a $15 million market capitalization. MinSwap and Liquid are great projects, but they're still relatively small. And if you look at this list, you're not seeing any of the big layer 2s. There's no Aave, there's no anything on this list because nothing's been built out on Cardano yet. There's no reason it can't be, and there's no reason that it won't be. Cardano has all of the functionality and infrastructure that is needed to port some of these layer 2s over to Cardano. And it's got the community and the longevity factor to put the desire in the developers to come and build on Cardano. Let's tie all this together and then we'll look at the charts. You're telling me that Cardano rallied to $90 billion in market capitalization in 2021 with no dApps, with no DeFi, with no decentralized applications to speak of, and with a $500 million TVL that is growing rapidly. By the way, it's 3x'd in the last 3 months. You're telling me we're only at a $27 billion market cap. Oh, by the way, we have basically no, like literally almost zero major projects built out on Cardano yet, but there's no reason they won't show up in the next 12 to 18 months. Many of your favorite protocols like Aave are on 14 different chains. Why wouldn't they build out on Cardano also? That's part of their growth strategy, is to build out everywhere. Duh, they're going to build on Cardano eventually. TLDR, if Cardano went to a $90 billion market capitalization with no layer 2 ecosystem at all, and that's kind of its whole value prop, then what happens when you see a $5 to $10 billion TVL, which is probably what we're going to see a year from now on Cardano? I'll tell you what's going to happen. Cardano is probably going to go to $250 to $300 billion in market cap. And if Cardano went to a $300 billion market capitalization, that would be an 11x from where we are now. 77 cents times an 11x factor, that is an $8.50 Cardano. From the fundamental standpoint, that makes sense. Cardano would not even be as valuable as Ethereum, and it would probably still be behind Solana if it went to 300 billion, because you're also going to see a $500 billion flow into those two coins collectively. It is a reasonable prediction for Cardano, therefore, to go to $8.50 to $10, which is what I'm expecting to happen by the end of this bull market because of the amount of development that is being built out. You have to understand that this is the very first bull market that Cardano has ever had a layer 2 ecosystem. That is not the case for Ethereum and Solana. They've got a head start, but Cardano is building, and it's building fast. But let's look at the charts and see if that's reasonable. Well, you want to know something? Cardano is in such an excellent investment opportunity because of one factor, where it is on the chart. As you can see, during the previous bull market, there were these two very important trend lines, this downtrend and this uptrend. When Cardano broke this downtrend, it went up to set a major swing high that would set the inclination of this uptrend. We would then reject from that uptrending level of resistance, bounce back up, break through the 0.5, i.e. the 16-cent Fibonacci retracement level here on logarithmic chart, and then we would break through this uptrend, and from that exact week, as you can see if we zoom in here, from that exact week, we would then go parabolic after we broke that uptrend. Within 60 days, Cardano would rally 700%. Fast forward to the current day, and Cardano is doing the exact same thing. We broke above the exact same downtrend, used that to set a swing high that gave us this uptrending level of resistance back here in December. We rejected from it back here in October of 2020. We broke up towards this uptrending level of resistance, and now what? We are in the process of breaking bullish above that uptrending level of support, which is coinciding with the 0.5 Fibonacci level, which sits right here, this time at 84 cents. In short, as soon as Cardano breaks above 85 cents, which could happen this week, you are likely to see a massive rally that will send Cardano well over $1 on its way screaming back towards all-time high, more than likely in the next 3 to 6 months. To be honest with you, probably sooner than that. But is an $8 to $10 Cardano in the cards? Yes. It is. The last bull market high on Cardano was $3.13. The bull market high before that was $1.30. Cardano ended up rallying 250% higher than it did in the last bull market. If Cardano were to rally 250% higher once again, that would put us at $11.40. In other words, that would put us up here towards the 0.15 to 0.618 Fibonacci extension levels here on the logarithmic chart. From a charting standpoint, from a fundamental standpoint, from a rational standpoint, having to do with how much that market capitalization would have to accrue, it all makes perfectly logical sense that Cardano could be going to $8 to $10 this bull market, which means a 10x is still in the cards from where we are right now. And I want to give you one more reason why you want to make sure that you're loading up on Cardano now, and it has to do with its competition. Because Cardano's DeFi numbers aren't as sexy as something like Solana with a $2.6 billion TVL, or even Arbitrum over here with a $3.3 billion TVL, it is behind in the cycle compared to those other projects. By the way, ARB is also a great investment. Just wanted to throw that in there. But it all shows up here when I compare Cardano and the market cap charts over on CoinMarketCap. Take a mental screenshot of what this market capitalization chart looks like and how much room there is to go back towards all-time high. Now take a look at Solana. Solana has already done most of its rally back towards all-time high. It's almost there. Cardano's like here, where Solana is almost all the way back to all-time high. Cardano is further behind in the cycle. It's not that it's less valuable, it's just earlier on in its bull market. Look at Ethereum. It's almost back to all-time high. It only needs another 30 to 40% movement, and it'll be there. Even Chainlink is closer to its all-time high on market cap than Cardano is. It only needs to rally 50%. Cardano needs to triple. With the amount of development going on Cardano, and the high likelihood of at least one large project coming in and just moonshotting the TVL on Cardano from 500 million to billions almost overnight, it stands to reason that a massive rally is coming to Cardano for three major reasons. Number one, from a rational and logical standpoint, a $300 billion market cap on Cardano makes total sense, considering the layer ones are probably going to go to $2 trillion in overall market capitalization in value. Ethereum's probably going to hit $1 trillion in market cap, which means that its lower level competitors hitting 300 billion is very likely. Solana's probably going to do the same thing, by the way. Number two, from the charting standpoint, $8 to $10 makes a whole lot of sense. To be honest with you, $11 or $12 actually makes even more sense. And from the third standpoint, if you compare compare Cardano and where it is in its bull market cycle compared to its competition, it is the lowest priced of all of its competitors, which means you are getting the best deal right now by buying Cardano. For this reason and many more, I am buying a lot of Cardano right now, and I'm going to continue to load my bags because I expect at least a 5x from where we are, probably more like a 10x. So I would highly encourage you to consider loading up bags in Cardano over the next month while we're below $1, because if you load up below $1, those purchases could very well end up being 10x, 1000% return investments. Now, there's a lot of emotion that probably comes with what I just said, so I do want to put a warning out there. Do not invest more than you are able to lose. Do not invest on emotion. Sit down with a trusted financial advisor or your wife, or preferably both if you're married, and make sure that you are only investing as much as you are able to lose and that you have a plan. That's why I do financial coaching. I would love to do that with you, but if it's not me, sit down with somebody who you trust to help set up this plan. Make sure that you have a plan for investment and profit taking that doesn't bankrupt you and doesn't leave you hanging with a bag, and make sure that you guys make as much money as you can in the cryptocurrency market in 2024 and 25 so that we can be radically generous with it and set ourselves up to leave an inheritance to our children's children, as the Bible says a good man and or woman shall do. If you enjoyed today's video, consider hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, check the link down below for financial coaching if you want to sit down and go over some of this stuff with me in person. And before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.